I have clients come to me saying, I have big dreams I want to accomplish in my life, but I am having trouble accomplishing them because I am tired. And I can relate to that because I went through several years of adrenal fatigue and it took me years to get over it. So that's one of the reasons I'm passionate about helping you increase your energy so you can increase your productivity. And today we're going to be talking about some exercise hacks to do that. Welcome, this is Sheri Traxler with ViREO Life, author of Go Forward, 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. And welcome, if you are new here, be sure to subscribe and click the little bell. And if you are coming back, so glad that you are back and continuing on this energy journey with us. Now, exercise, I have a video that I posted a few months ago, and I'll link it below, of how exercise helps your energy and your productivity in general. However, unlike food that doesn't really have a hack for energy, exercise does, and let's talk about that. The hack with energy for exercise or exercise for energy is, what is your main activity that day? That's your first question that you want to ask yourself. Are you going to be having to learn that day? So let's say you're studying for a certification exam. Are you going to be needing to concentrate and focus that day? Are you going to need to be recalling in your memory different pieces of information? And that feeds into even creativity, because some creativity you need to do a lot of recall, and some creativity is a lot of imagination. So once you know what your main activity is for that day, whether it is in the brain or if it's people interaction, then you begin to say, what does the research say about those activities and exercise? So let's go through them. And at the end, I do have a chart that I have formed that can help you with this. So if you want a copy of that, just shoot me an email, put it in the comments below, and I will be sure to get that to you. If you are needing to focus on learning that day, high intensity exercise shows two things. It increases your adrenaline and it increases the activity of the hippocampus. It activates the hippocampus. Both of those things are critical in learning and improving your ability to learn quickly. So if you know you're going to be doing a lot of studying that day, that's a great day to go out and add a little bit of running into your walk, to go do one of those high intensity interval classes, or even just do, a whole bunch of jumping jacks or dancing around really fast, something that is higher intensity exercise that is going to activate the hippocampus and increase your adrenaline. Now, if you are going to need to concentrate and focus that day, high intensity exercise is a question mark. I've not seen much research on that. If you have, feel free to put it in the comments. However, moderate intensity exercise, going out for that brisk walk, that lowers cortisol. And when your cortisol is lower, your ability to concentrate and focus goes up. If you are having a lot of people interaction that day, one, you may already be having some adrenaline around that, so you don't want to do high intensity exercise and increase the adrenaline to where it's in overdrive. But again, anytime that you're dealing with people or struggling with things, you want to lower the cortisol, and that's going to help you be more pleasant and get along with everybody better. And in the study that was in the video that I'm linking below, it talks about how just general exercise, going for a walk, things like that, improved the colleagues' ability to get along with each other on the days that they exercised. If you are going to be doing creative work that day, that also is maybe high intensity will help or not, depending on if you're needing to have memory recall. If you are needing to have memory recall, either for creativity or for taking the test, no high intensity exercise that day, because that high intensity exercise increases the adrenaline. Adrenaline blunts your ability to recall. It decreases your memory recall. You've probably experienced this yourself, that you've misplaced your car keys. Well, if you're not running late and you're just casually looking for them, it's easier to remember where you put them. But if you're in high gear and you have all that adrenaline going, it's harder to remember. That's just a simple example to help you grasp this a little bit. If you want the handout that has these energy hacks for exercise, just again, put it in the comments or shoot me an email and I will get that to you. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, you can find your path and fulfill your potential.